From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Diablos and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Go! At their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Pick your game up.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 15-yard line.
Lady!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check three. Sponge.
Now Joe Mixon, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. 10. We got 4.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Monday. Five.
To throw again. Stafford. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert three.
They'll run here with Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Set. 180. White, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Echo.
From the 31, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set. Yellow waiting. Like 7. Check 13. 0. 13. Monday. Check easy. Check 43.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
This is fielded at the 7. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We're scoreless after 1. On play action, it's Murray. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
At the 47-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 52. Hey, 50. Go. 21. Hey. Motion.
Here's Stanford. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You set. Go 20. Zebra. Tight end right. Everyone, we got 4. Move. Switch gears.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. 4th touchdown on first here tonight. And it's now a now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to the offense now at the line, ready for their next. The football wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert! 6-6, pull it high. Check. 50-50. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. All day, hey. Out.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Omaha, ready to move. 20. Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford is going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bringing your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards. Murray now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Diablos.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Foxtrot. Hey, give me radar. Hey, watch it. Undercrunch.
From the 25 on second down. Stafford going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, lady! Get your swarm on! Hey, check.
Mixon with a first down carry. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Watch the middle. Alert! Hey, Delta. Hey, easy.
To throw is Stafford. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Hey, 50, 32. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, it's a party now. It's a party now. Shoot. Kill. Hey,
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Set. Who's 60? 55. Hey, watch the slant. Drill right. 22. Hey, easy. 53. Ready. Watch the slant. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, check 20.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
50. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 yards there at a 1st down. First down, Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray now. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Andrew Billings able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
40 got. Double right. Hey, seam 6. Check. Crunch.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
30 set. Blue 60. They're running it. Check 99. Hey, 70. Hey, red. Hey, orbit. Hey. Shit. Check 9. 11.
Throwing again. Stafford. He shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Easy alert. Kill. 40 got. Kill. Hey, wahoo.
Now Stafford. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Bravo! Check 15.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Let's go. Buzz. Hey, 70.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, you look under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Murray now to throw. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, 280. 53. Ready. Line 70. Middle. Check. Hot route. Hot. Back.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
50.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st down, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a